It's wonderful to be talking to you right after your sabbatical.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We at American Jewish World Service are enamored of much of what you've written, and I would particularly like you to start out by talking about this concept of the bias of the near, where you got the idea from, how you've articulated it in some of your writings, which are very pertinent to our work.
So British philosopher Derek Parfit talks about this notion that if somebody is right next to you and is starving, of course you will help them because they're near.
Right.
And he says nearness has a bias. If they're a mile away, you'll probably help them, but there are people starving halfway across the world. And we don't do it not because we don't have natural human empathy, but they're far away. And one of the things that American Jewish World Service does that is remarkable is bring them near. So they're not far away anymore. And you realize that this person is a real person whose face I've seen and whose hand I've held and whose life I now can identify with. And that erases the distance between human beings.
In your own life, in your work with your congregation, and in your writings, which I do get to enjoy every week because they're published in New York, but how do you think personally about making these connections, bridging the near and the far? What do you do? What do you urge your congregants to do?
So one of the things that we have tried to do is to bring different voices for them to hear. And we've brought voices, Jewish and non-Jewish, because we're all in our lives global citizens. And also, I try to get them to understand, and this is really, I say this all the time, that by virtue of sitting in this room being the sanctuary of my congregation, you are in the 99.999% of the luckiest people who have ever lived. And I don't want that to make them feel guilty, just to make them feel responsible. Because it's not only, I mean, you may not be able to help all those people in the past, but you're also in the 99th percentile of people who are alive. And there's a responsibility to bring other people closer to the level of the incredible blessings that we enjoy.